Alright. My cat is currently yelling at me. Oh no, don't hear these. Those are not for you. She's yelling at me, so I, holding my hand out for her to rub against it. Partially why I'm late. Hi, Sophie. Hi. Anyway, how we all doing? I got game capture working again. I think I know why it broke, and it wasn't OBS. So I may have figured it out. I'm not going to explain. It's I mean, it's not hard to explain. It's just I think updated DirectX, which is weird because usually that never updates. And it was like, you need to restart your computer, and I didn't because I was like, that's not important, and it hasn't caused any problems. But I think that was the problem. So a second restart fixed it. Can't explain that one, but anyway, Adam died allegedly. And we're still waiting to the very last minute to use things on our suit. So, we're going somewhere else to do a thing. Destroying more bioweapons or whatever, because, like, Ridley's still alive. Ridley Jr.? Do you think you'd want to go by Ridley Jr. or Ridley 2? Oh, it moved. They just moved it. That's funny. That's so dumb. I mean, it works, I guess. What was the point of doing... There we go, okay. I was like, what was the point of doing that? There's an upgrade that might get you to it. I've been here before. I guess I've been here with all the cool new stuff. There's another upgrade. And that one has... There's a funnel? Yes. Maybe from that room? That's 3. Who can say? It's on a screen somewhere. I think the status screen. I'm not gonna check it. It won't even let me jump up there. That's funny. Just moving upwards has been disabled. Okay, so that was the upgrade I was looking for. Was the crafting up one. How do we get that other one, though? There's a morph ball tunnel somewhere. Actually, it might be faster if I do this. Oh, I can just change it back. No, I don't want that door. Fine. Okay. Now there might be another thing like this. Maybe? Maybe not. There wasn't like a branching path in this tunnel. I don't think so. Game doesn't really hide things too well if you're, like, actually looking for shit. So I imagine it shouldn't be that hard to find. But it might be like a later me thing. I don't know. I keep saying that for things that I could probably have already grabbed. It's just the excuse I keep giving the game, I guess. I'm looking over here like it's gonna be like useful, but it's not. I'm gonna do it the other way. Not. I don't know. Either way, up and around, another upgrade. We'll go for that. There we go. 40! Here. Okay. Oh, there it is. I almost didn't know what to do about me doing flips while trying to grab it. Nice, Zoe. What? You feeling a little bored? Lost your Q-tip, I guess? Okay. I don't know how to help you then. Oh, it's apparently not that one. I didn't see any others on my way here, so... Oh, right, that guy. I'm in a much better position now, I guess, to explore. Two now that show up with a morph ball tunnel next to them, though. I think that needs normal bombs. The other one's in a morph ball tunnel, though. That's another energy tank? Yep. Two up ahead. Okay, let's go look at those. Let's save.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
I'm gonna be very generous to the game here, and I'm gonna say it's only gonna show up on the mini-map if I can get it. And I remember this door being locked last time I was here. One is in the next room. Oh yeah, this one I needed this base jump for. I remember. There was one that was like across a gap that I don't think I could jump. Maybe I could have. Maybe I did. I don't know. I grabbed onto the ledge and jumped off of it. Away! Just bloating all the fish. You look like you've seen some better days, Ridley. Definitely seen better days now. Weird security system, if you can just shoot it.
James. Huh?
You want me to go that way. There's so much more to this room. There's probably not gonna be anything here. Oh. Rewarded for my exploring. Circle block. Thanks, minimap. What?
Ridley. What could have happened?
Hi, Zoe. I'm gonna need my hand back. One sec. Hang on. No, maybe not. The Cheerio launchers are back. I had to charge it for it. I thought it would show up as something different too. It blows up everything.
Data recording. Restoration sequence activated. Sequence complete. Process successful.
We're in room MW. Did it zoom on all the rooms? Yeah, okay. I'm like, why is this room special?
No,
No!
no, you got it wrong.
Stay away! Stay away!
You have to calm down.
Don't say anything after me, I'm just gonna murder it. Gosh. I don't learn anything this whole game. Not only did I not even wait for it to come to me,
Metroid eggs. It can't be.
I gotta be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. I got stun locked quite a few times. If the idea is that I'm supposed to, like, freeze them and then shoot them with missiles, that didn't really work. Oh, no, same strategy still works. Weird, Adam, how it works fine. And now it gets a laser beam. Just tank the hits and regenerate. It's easier. That's kind of an annoying fight. I feel like at some point it started moving much faster. This is like, we're like right next to Earth. We're like 5 seconds away from HQ. We should be able to see it at least. I meant to fire super missiles, but nope, didn't work. Oh, I'm gonna die. Just instantly killed. Did not stand a chance. Oh, I can't fire missiles. Okay. Oh. Maybe don't grapple beam into its mouth. I don't know. Bombs don't seem to do anything. Oh no, charging is definitely the way to go. Just kill me. Stop being a morph ball is maybe the next thing I could try. I was hitting all the buttons, though. Yeah, I got nothing. I don't have, like, a lot of time to figure anything out, either. Like, I just die so fast. Is it gonna let me use power bombs finally? He didn't charge by just holding the button. I had to press it again. Kinda... I don't need the game to tell me to use power bombs, I suppose. But going on this whole thing where it's like, you're never allowed to use power bombs, don't ever do it. Ever. We're gonna let you charge it, but never, ever, ever use power bombs, and then suddenly you're just supposed to, like, know, oh, right, power bombs. I think that's a bit silly. I think a better indication, maybe not instantly killing me inside of its stomach, could have been a good middle ground. So I just got like 17 game overs because I didn't think, ah, yes, the game will now allow me to use power bombs. I don't think it's unfair to ask for some small indication.
Don't come any closer.
I almost didn't have time to charge them.
Don't come any closer. Stay away from me.
Easy. I won't come any closer until you say so. My name is Samus. I'm an independent bounty hunter. I know the situation here and I know how you must feel. I'm here to secure your safety.
You just believe me.
May I come closer?
Maybe not in the power suit with a gun attached to it. I don't know.
What's your role at this facility?
I'm responsible for all operations. My name is Madeline Bergman.
Wait a minute. I met another woman who called herself Madeline Bergman. What's going on here?
What you met was MB. She's an android. She was created with the intellectual data of Mother Brain and consequently developed Mother Brain's consciousness as well.
What? The Federation's foolish plan. Mother Brain's rampage. Everything that happened here was just as Madeline, or rather MB, had told me. The person who sabotaged the system to stop MB's rampage and sent out the distress call had to be the person standing before me. It had to be Madeline Bergman.
MB was the artificial intelligence originally developed to regenerate and control space pirate special forces. Because we wanted it to control these special forces through telepathy, we were forced to model its infrastructure after Mother Brain. At that time, MB didn't have a human form. Before long, we started to see the viability of creating Metroid clones. Once we did, MB started to take on her current shape.
And I think that's an okay twist. Credit where it's due.
Because we needed the first Metroid hatchling
That's an okay
to
twist.
recognize MB as its mother, she had to take on the form of a living thing. With that as our theoretical basis, we were able to create the ideal relationship with the Metroid. One that wasn't based on dominance or control.
Oh, did we say baby?
The baby hatching before my eyes. When it attacked Mother Brain in order to save me, that was the result of the kind of ideal relationship they were trying to develop with MB. They found the perfect means of control and started propagating Metroids in Sector 0. At the same time, they were conducting genetic manipulation experiments to create unfreezable Metroids. Apparently, the queen I met earlier was the first of these propagated Metroids to mature.
15. That's much lower, but it was like 10 of those were the beginning.
Control specimen, so they had left her genes unaltered. The fact that she'd grow into a queen was something not even Madeline and her team could have predicted. Only special infants had the genetic coding to become queens.
Once our MB was in a human form, she excelled. As an interface between us and them, her skills with personal interaction humanized her to a great extent.
You missed the plot twist that everybody saw coming.
Her confidence was unwavering, and her ability to learn was greater than we'd expected, but then...
You're wigging out.
She developed emotions, then a nascent sense of herself. She began asserting her own thoughts, and her opinions began to contradict ours. It's quite typical for artificial intelligence to evolve as a result of self-analysis. However, there's no precedent for an AI like MB developing emotions.
That's the most emotions we've seen this
It's possible
whole
that her
game.
interactions with the Metroids brought it about, but we don't know for sure.
The newly hatched infant took to her like his mother.
I'm gonna
Perhaps
count
at that
infant as
moment-
baby.
MB began to develop a soul. It was all conjecture, but the idea wouldn't leave my mind.
And that was when we decided to alter her AI program.
A human-like existence, but one without feelings. To make MB less than human, the researchers had to deny her that consciousness. I knew this, but in my heart,
yeah, you're a busy day
I
today.
felt
remember?
sympathy for MB.
On the day we were going to alter MB's program, right before my eyes, I
Did
watched
she learn
her
kung
being
fu?
restrained.
Oh.
Stop! What are you doing to her?
These orders are from above. Take her away.
Wait! She reached out to me and asked me for help, but there was nothing I could do.
What's happening?
My presence that day caused a disturbing reaction in her.
This person's showing independent thought.
She was fixated
Restrain
on
them.
me.
Put them in prison.
Madeline had taken to calling MB Melissa. She took the initials MB and told the AI they stood for
Shut
Melissa
up.
Bergman.
It looks great on you.
MB liked that name. It made it sound like Madeline was calling her daughter.
Yelling at me. Melissa. Hey, she learned kung fu. We did it. I was joking, but here we are.
Once she
I
felt
forgot I'm
again
supposed to joke
being
anymore.
Hunted by that same Madeline, MB telepathically commanded the special forces to revolt. The facility fell into complete chaos and suffered widespread damage.
We created an all-powerful AI that could control the super weapons we were creating, and then we pissed it off for
MB was
fun.
trying to get revenge on the Federation Army.
Why do
and
people
on
keep
us.
doing this?
It's possible all humans have become the target of her hatred.
With the space pirates under her
Okay,
control,
have fun. Thanks for
she was
stopping by.
able to propagate the Metroids in Sector 0, even creating a Queen Metroid. She was well armed and planning her attack on the Galactic Federation. But Adam and I crushed her plan completely.
Did we, though?
And now, who could guess where she was and what she planned next?
I feel like
She's
her plan
backed into
hasn't
a
been
corner.
crushed completely.
And her hatred is entirely focused on you and me right now. MB!
She is with a gun! Oh no, is it the fuck up Samus
MB,
beam?
Calm down.
Where did you get that?
Madeline, step back!
I mean, we were wrong. It's all over.
Madeline!
I was not wrong. The humans were foolish, and I was forced to bring judgment on them. And yet, because of you, I failed. You must understand the weight of your crime. You must pay the price for what you've done.
Where'd all those emotions go?
Please, MB. We have to get past this.
No. You will all be judged.
It's okay now. I won't ever fail you again. I promise.
Can't fail me if you're dead.
I'm so sorry. Melissa. Oh, Melissa, it looks great on you. So, that's your name?
Oh no, my emotion. My care about humans chip. Oh, I can just stall myself, no problem. And now I don't care about humans. Oh, I could... Maybe it was the inhibitor chip for her psychic powers. Right, we're in a ghost can do whatever they want world.
Madeline, stay close to me!
They weren't even attacking you. Why'd you fire at them? My bad. I'm probably having a much better time. This wasn't so awkward to control for me. I gotta shoot them when they're like in their little shell. Maybe not. Well, I'm gonna die again. die way faster this time. Tried to do more damage. Couldn't. Damn. Is it timed? I feel like any other point in this game, I could just kick their ass. There we go. There. I was like, just shoot her. Hey, you can see her standing there. And they all missed. Fuck up that lab coat.
Stop! Don't move!
Or what? You're gonna shoot me with like normal ass bullets? Fuck these guys.
Hey, are you okay? Hey,
None of you have the fuck up Samus beam.
I'm getting you out of here.
So, Miss Aaron, I heard what happened. You performed admirably. You can leave the rest to us.
I don't think I can.
Madeline!
Wait, Aaron. Unfortunate what happened to Commander Malkovich. And to think that his entire unit was annihilated. Truly a tragic day. Would you agree, Aaron? Sadly, with them gone, you're just an outsider. And given your unofficial status, I cannot allow you contact with the witness. With your predilection for transporting illegal cargo like infant Metroids, I must ask that you restrict your... Time for the lady to go home. Someone escort her.
Yes, sir. Time for us to go. Come on, princess.
What? Stop right there. Who are you?
Anthony Hicks, sir. Galactic Federation Platoon 7.
I need to secure the safety of any survivors, Commander Malkovich's orders, and the purpose of this mission.
What?
Authorized by the chairman of the Galactic Federation. Of course.
What do you mean, the chairman?
Man, you guys made it here quick. I mean, if I hadn't stopped the engines, we might have missed each other.
We were like 5 seconds into crashing into Earth. What do you mean they got here fast? We're like right next to them. We like stopped just next door. Where's everyone else is my question. We were not going fast.
Crazy. Crazy how something good can come out of something bad. Whoa. Didn't mean to wake her. Guess I ought to be quiet.
Anthony was trying to be courteous to Madeline. She was exhausted and had only just fallen asleep. She needed the rest. She had a lot of explaining to
Hi,
do
Moobs.
once
Welcome
she got
to the
Galactic
Endgame
Federation
Part 1.
headquarters. For herself. And for Melissa.
Still can't get my head around it. What a crazy mission.
Yeah, there's an epilogue and an
Anthony sighed
epilogue
as he muttered to himself.
for the epilogue. And then an optional boss.
What would have happened if we hadn't been called there? Might the furious MB have attacked the Galactic Federation and brought about its utter destruction? Melissa wasn't insane, no. One day, a consciousness simply bloomed within her. And those that caused it to bloom, the humans, called it insanity. I was the insane one. That was what Madeline muttered softly as she sank into sleep. The selfish conceits of humans drove MB to violence. It was their distorted perceptions and greed that awoke such fury in the fledgling girl's heart. Her thought was to punish the foolish and conceited. But MB could not complete her mission. As Melissa, she was defeated. With their one vulnerability overcome, the Metroids were indestructible. If some fool just following orders had taken the savage creatures to those who sought them. I can't imagine what would have happened if Adam hadn't recognized the looming danger. But the cost was far too great. Why did Adam have to pay with his life? For me,
This ending is so dramatic for how awful this story was.
for the first time, I questioned his choice.
For the first time? That was like your whole shtick, lady. I feel like this was written by like 1,000 people writing in like 10-minute segments and they were not talking to each other.
I heard Adam's voice in my head. And I knew in my heart that he had made the right decision.
To kill himself.
Just as
That
he
way I can
had
authorize
so
my
many
own
years
weapons.
ago. In that moment, I swore not to grieve his death. And for the first time, I gave him a thumbs up. Just in case he was watching over me.
Crowdfunding only worse.
His amused expression looked as though he wanted
That's
to say
amused.
something.
Oh, I guess
His
that's better.
face and Adam's swirled together. That last smile as Adam drifted away.
Is that supposed to be like her Galactic Federation uniform, or do you think she just wears that out shopping? It's kind of uniform-esque, but not really quite there. Missing a few things. Hey, we were 5 seconds into smashing into that building with a giant baby bottle. Just 5 seconds or something. And we put the brakes on and we were nowhere near this place. That's gonna bother me for the rest of my life. Maybe the numbers were localized different. Instead of like 3 seconds, it was really like 30 years. Anyway, there's a whole credit scene coming up. And then after the credits, we go back to the bottle ship. So that's partially Other M. We go back, there's a couple, I think there's a couple bosses to fight. There's an optional boss, but we can collect all the other things we missed too, I believe. Yeah, so we collect all the missing stuff, and then there's another boss fight for the optional boss. And then it's done. I hate this game. I think everyone not liking it is totally justified, and I don't think switching up the narrative even slightly fixes the holes in the narrative and just the dumb shit that goes on. And, like, it's not so much that... I mean, more egregiously, I don't even want to say that the story was stupid and I didn't like it, so therefore it's a bad game. It forgets its own narrative, and it forgets the games that came before it, except for, like, Super Metroid, to the smallest extent. And by... like, Super Metroid only exists in that, like, Ridley was there, and so was Mother Brain, and also the baby. And we only said baby 15 times. So, much less than I thought. Most of that was very front-loaded. But, like, it kind of forgets Samus's lore that, to how I understand it. Oh, and it's my affiliate anniversary. Thank you, LB. And I'm doing this. Thank you for the resub, LB. I'm ranting about Other M. But hi! How's cleaning? Still doing that. Anyway, and forget about Samus's lore and, like, being raised by the Chozo, and they even referenced it in Fusion. And then, like, and Fusion takes place after this, so we can't take Fusion's story in on that. It kind of forgets that, like, Samus is kind of a badass, and it kind of goes back and forth on that.
You, Wazowski. Oh,
80, you still have like 5-6 more streams to go. Calm down. You're not there yet. Your back is on fire. Aw, I'm sorry. You'll get a break eventually. But like the gameplay, Samus is a badass. In the story, she's like a demure waifu. Sometimes. Until it's plot convenient for her not to be. And then she is again, and then she's not, and then she is again, and then she's not, and then she has PTSD, and then she gets cured of that by going, ah, Anthony died. And just like, in general, it just like forgets what came before it. And the other thing that pisses me off is that Fusion comes after this, and it takes a lot of story beats from Fusion and acts like they're like this is a new thing. Like the bottle ship layout and like sectors and all that, and there's a main hub that's literally Fusion. Nightmare is in this game, which eventually we're gonna see that he's disappeared, and that's why he's in Fusion. And like the Metroid area getting launched off and exploding, like that's in Fusion, and it didn't work. There were Metroids anyway. So like there's just it's just a lot of dumb shit that goes on in this game, and seeing that video, it was being like, Metroid Other M is a much better game if you go by the original Japanese. It just throw yourself off a cliff. That's not how anything works. That's not how localization works. That's not how stories work. There's way more that goes into that. And all of this game, except the gameplay, is bad. Team Ninja does good work. Whoever wrote this doesn't. Hey, look, it's a translation into other languages. But like, if people are conflicted about liking this game, I totally get it though, because I think the gameplay is fun. The story is not, and this is like the loudest thing in the world, isn't it, right now too? And I made it extra quiet when I started doing this. Lower that. But like, because like the gameplay is fun. It's a bit simplistic. It was on a Wii, and they wanted it to appeal to like everyone, right? And so they have that philosophy in here, and there's a lot of stuff that would be way easier on a Wii. But you can't hold over people you play the original Japanese. It's true. But like aiming at the screen and firing missiles is way easier playing it on hardware. It is not easy doing it on a controller, emulating all of that. Again, so
the decision was made to destroy the
if you ever wanted to play Other M, play it on a Wii.
Be carried out in the next day or two. I'm heading toward the bottle ship now. I'm going to rescue something that was left there. Something that can't be replaced.
My power bombs. I don't actually know what we're here for. But before we do this, I need to be right back. And I will probably continue ranting about this game when I get back. But, give me about 5 minutes or so? Oh my god, 46%. Anyway, be right back. Fish. Fish. Fish, 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 fish. You can't take it from me now! I'm the winner! It's my fish! Ah! Get kicked out of the store. But I ate the fish. He noticed me, so I just started eating faster. Okay.
The remaining Gondorians must escape Mordor.
Whee! Oh, fuck. I didn't expect it to be a captain. No.
Advances and sings with glee. Wherever there's strife, the singer is there. He slaughters and slays with such merry flair. I sing this song.
I stabbed the bard.
For visit alluding.
There we go.
Wait, I know you.
It just kills me. He's like, wait, I know you. Anyway, I'm just imagining like an after school like PSA. It's like to like parents, like, are you or have your kids been caught clown horning?
Have you talked to your children about
the latest trend amongst teens? Clown horning. What you need to know tonight at 11.
It seems innocent.
Hockey, hockey. I hate it. I'm dropping. Bye.
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 Oh my god. No? What is it, boy? Oh. Oh. Alright, we'll go. No. Something over there, boy? There's zombies over there? You wanna check it out? Zombies. Where are they at? Where are they at? I don't see them. Where are you pointing? You just... Oh. I think you're just overreacting. I don't see anything over there. Come on, boy, let's go. No, get out of the truck. Get out of the truck. Get out of the truck. Mabab, get out of the truck. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's get out of the truck. Alright, you can stay there. Hi, Yui. Good luck to you too.
Fucking go? Huh? Fucking go?
Don't make me ask you another trivia question.
It's it's a blight!
Hey,
please,
Blight, she's over here. Blight, she's over here.
Don't do this. Oh my god!
Blight, hey!
Why would you do that to me? Oh my god!
He's on me anyway, you're fine.
Yes! My stupid plan has worked!
Because I just made... Yeah.
LB, if you just start screaming, you could be like a wiener in the microwave. I just want to know if it bothers him at all. Alright. Oh. You spotted Lethal. I do too, somewhat. I would find it more annoying to have to go around remodding it, but I don't know, I sometimes I also just feel like Lethal Company is past. We had our fun. Probably play it again in its next big update. But as far as I remember, the guy is not... Sorry, they're not working on it anymore. They're taking a break from working on it, I should say. They were working on a text adventure. But they said they weren't done with it, so we might see it again. Why the fuck are you locked? Let me in! Why does that look like it could be a thing? It's not, but I can jump up there. There we go. Wow. 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 Really? Boy, I'm having a time. It's just like perfectly aligned for me to fall right into that hole. There. I don't know why Samus didn't jump. I'm really struggling. This is really stupid. Okay, now jump, Samus. There we go. Fuck. But yeah, that also reminds me when we were talking about, like, there's no big game anymore that, like, everyone is playing. We're kind of at in a spot where people are playing the games they like again. So, like, League of Legends is still wildly popular on Twitch and all that stuff, but, like, no one's playing. Like, Repo has kind of run its course. People still play it, obviously, but it's like, there's no big game that, like, everyone's trying to get coverage on right now. I find that very interesting. Can I just go over there? No, okay. Is that going to be the locked door, though? Yeah. And there's the console for it. So past that must be... yes. That looks like a place to go. Alright. Some people are playing Peak, but it's not like when Lethal Company got popular, or Repo, or, what is it? The one where you're making, like, trying to make viral video footage. Expedition 33 is just normally popular. It's not like the heavy trend game where like everyone feels like they need to get in on it, because in like a week no one will be talking about it. And that's kind of what I need. Like, that's kind of what Lethal Company was. That's kind of what Phasmophobia was a couple times. Just a very quick, oh my god, this is really fun, and then like it immediately loses luster. No, honestly, if Night Rain was not Elden Ring, it would have been dead on arrival. Like, I actually think the response to Night Rain has been pretty muted compared to what it could have been, considering what it is. And that's not to say that Night Rain's not popular, but it doesn't... A lot of people are upset with it, for good reason. And I think that really hindered what it could be, but it was still a Souls game, you know? Honestly, I don't even see a lot for, like, the new Mario Kart. But that's like, most people don't care or want a Switch 2 right now. I know one streamer that I follow anyway that plays it, and like I don't follow like super popular streamers, so if the streamers I watch are still playing it, it must be super popular, but yeah, the streamer I watch though is a Nintendo ambassador, so like that makes sense. Okay. So it's got to be that way. How do I? All right. Well, that's going to be a much later for me thing, I guess. Yeah, I've just been noticing, like, the lull in whatever media popularity there is. Like, I feel like big AAA games don't make the impact they used to. So you're just kind of, like, there, I guess. Right, there is nothing in these bathrooms, so... Not on the map, it doesn't exist. How I'm gonna treat it. Heck, I thought Doom the Dark Ages was gonna be like a big deal. Apparently people don't like it. So it kind of came and went. I don't think I've seen anyone play it. And like, I want to play it. but I haven't seen anyone play it. Like, I don't see anyone. No one's just, like, shown interest. Oh, I missed an upgrade. Where's that supposed to be? I think I know what I need to do. Yep. There we go. Next one is... okay.
Data recording and restoration sequence activated. Sequence complete. Process successful.
Oh, it was me off stage. Okay. And now it gives me how to use power bombs. Had to do it on a boss, but here we are. Jesus. Battleship residential area. It's filled with bugs. Why do these bugs have a residential area? Where do you think this is? They just renamed it, but this is just like an actual subway map. Which really wouldn't work in this case. I need another save point for that. Really? Well, that didn't give me the upgrade that I thought it would. But here we are in a completely different area. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back. Try to figure out how to get the thing. I'm gonna powerbomb it. For old time's sake. Wow, nothing. Didn't even kill everything in the room. Really let me down, power bombs. That looks like a morph ball thing. But it's not. I just do that, apparently. Alright, is this... Nope, other one. We grab those other upgrades if we move on to Sector 2. Oh, I can't. Locked. Okay. I can't jump off of just any wall I want either. Annoying. Okay, well, we gotta go this way. Plenty of upgrades here. Yeah, I'm gonna move this way. That way is no upgrades. And Nightmare's gone! Oh, so crazy! Whoa. Okay, sorry, that was, apparently that was a big thing for people. Being like, he's gone, that's why he's in Fusion. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty cool. Jump into him and he died. Maybe the screw attack is overpowered. Finally, an upgrade, okay. Somehow I gotta get in there. I didn't think just shooting it would work. That's kind of funny. Okay. There we go. And then it's back this way. Yes? No. Why did jumping just make me fall directly out of it? I knew I'd be able to do this. Okay, I should have done this. But I didn't. Oh. Because it just like blocked me last time. It's like I can't jump. But I figured if I know now knowing I can't jump, if I just go, I thought it was blocking me up entirely. Okay. That one, on the other hand, I don't know what to do. Looks like it's gonna be another morph ball thing, but there's no turns on. Power bomb. I remember now. Boy, I'm getting a lot better at fighting those guys. Just this little tiny thing. I think that puts me at 3? Gives me how many I have total. So yeah, I got one off. All the way into this tunnel. Okay. Maybe I see. I might not have to shine spark to grab that. There we go. Alright, next. There's 2 in there. So I need to hang a right. Pretty sure this is the door. Save.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
These are ones I think I tried to get before. both of these upgrades are just gonna be down here. No? Okay. One of them. Okay. Not down here. That's a panel that opens. Not a speed booster thing, though. So, nothing tricky on that. Means there's just something I need to interact with. So I need to just kill everything? Yeah. $50 missiles! Hooray! More missiles than we know what to do with. Except when we don't know what we're doing, and use all of our missiles because we didn't know what we were doing. It's very different. I think I need to turn around now? Yes. There's that one over there. A long trip ahead of us now. Wasn't quite high enough. Oh no, it's turning. why they put this glass tube on the outside of the bottle ship, but, you know, whatever. Powerbomb door! Hey, what do you know? I actually forgot about this one. I like how so many of these powerbomb doors are just a room that leads to an upgrade. Alright, any other one up there? No. Okay. Back we go.
This elevator is bound for the main sector.
I feel like I missed so many upgrades, and like, I don't know, I don't even care. Do I not go to a spot? Have a walk. Ugh. No, I go to all three of them. Okay. So not a big deal to go somewhere now. I feel like he went down easier than the other ones. Another shortcut somewhere? Where are we going? Oh. Wait. Wait for the map to change. There we go. Now where the hell am I? Oh, just... I go in an up and down elevator and I end up... you know... over here. I enter the Wonka-vator, I suppose. Just end up somewhere else. Granted, maps don't have to be flat like that. So fine, I'll take it, sure. I'm still in the main sector. I guess I have to fight you guys. Alright. Who would have thought sniping them worked out really well? That's crazy. Like, I thought it would have been a much harder thing to do. Because they, like, were impervious to damage before. And that time was just like, I just shoot them twice from far away. I just jump at them. My weird electrified body is worse than your weird electrified body. Boy, screw attack really is turning out to be overpowered in this one too. That's a lot of fighting. I imagine this is not going to be worth it. Is this going to be the last boss room? Yes. He's much bigger now. So anyway, that was Fantoon. For anyone who doesn't know his name. And some people were like, why the hell is he here? That doesn't make any sense. Fantoon was in Super Metroid. So, canonically though, Fantoon is the spirit of Mother Brain, not like a ghost. Because in, like, Japanese folklore, you don't need to be dead to, like, manifest some sort of apparition. And that's what Fantoon is for Mother Brain. So, Fantoon being here is because Mother Brain was also here. And that is the only kind of neat thing I'll give Other M. It did remember that. World's easiest boss fight, though. I believe there is another optional boss, but yeah, that is the last, like, boss. I go back up the elevator shaft. Hi, Z. How are you today? Oh, I didn't even know that was here. What do you miss about this list of video games? Oh, we were talking about... There's no... To my knowledge, anyway, from, you know, being tangentially around video games, there's no, like, big game that everyone is playing currently. Like when Repo came out, everyone I knew was trying to get a little bit of Repo coverage. Or, like, when Phasmophobia came out, there's, like, this big deal for Phasmophobia, like, things like that. But, like, there's no big trend game right now, I think is how I would describe it. Because, like Moves mentioned Peak, and I was like, I've seen one person play Peak. I don't know, it hasn't been, like, wildly popular for me. Yeah, I don't even think it's scratched the top few lines on Twitch. Like, it hasn't actually been that popular. I mean, maybe on YouTube, because, like, YouTube was way easier. But no one I watch on YouTube has played it either. So for me, there's no game like Peak. And I don't even watch, like, really small creators, but, like, anyone wildly popular, I usually just ignore them. I know one person that has played Mario Kart Worlds. And that's because she's a Nintendo ambassador. So, of course she has. Am I not allowed to use this elevator anymore? I know I just blew it up, but, like... and Expedition 33 was popular, but it was just, like, normally popular. And I feel like Night Rain... Kinda stalled, like, when it got here. Is how I described it. Because, like, it was popular because it was... Oh, I already left the elevator. Okay, never mind. I was hoping I was wondering if I could go back, but no. But, like, Night Rain was popular because it was Elden Ring adjacent, you know? And then, but it also kind of sucked for a lot of people. Yeah. So, like, I know people that have played it, like, once, and then never again. Like, never made a video, never streamed it again. Just moved on. Anyway, we're getting naked so we can grab Adam's helmet. Anyway, hi Z, welcome to the epilogue of Metroid Other M. You beat the game, some dumb shit happens in the credits roll, and then you come back to the ship because they're going to destroy it because you want to save this man's helmet.
Thanks for telling me all this. I've got to destroy the Metroid and MB in Sector 0. You have to remain hidden.
No! Samus!
Don't worry.
My radio works, you dipshit!
Now will help you.
I have the only radio that works! Adam, you're a dumb idiot! Okay, sorry. Did you ever do this epilogue? You said you, like, never really played this game. If I remember right.
Self-destruction protocol activated. Please evacuate the facility immediately. Minute until detonation. Please evacuate the facility.
Samus, you might want your suit on. Okay. No, I can't touch this man's helmet with my power suit and sully it. Only my naked Zero Suit covered fingers may touch it. Right, I can't jump over the railing. You're gonna put me on a timer and then not load the next room? Oh, now I can slide. Why does that work? Okay, whatever. Whoops. I thought it was gonna land like down here.
3 minutes until detonation. Please evacuate the facility immediately.
I don't know what the point of the chain link fences are. Where it's like, oh, people are trying to evacuate the station. Let's put chain link fences in their way. Also, I never really understood why they do that in like a lot of sci-fi as well. When they're gonna blow up the whole fucking ship and they start closing the blast doors, you're blowing up the ship. The blast doors are going with it. What the fuck do you mean?
Sorry for keeping you waiting, Adam. Let's go home.
apparently 100% item collection is just hard mode, so... I thought there was a secret boss, but I guess it was just Fantoon in the epilogue. I think I was this disappointed last time, too. Yeah, it was 66%. That means I probably went in there with, like, finished the game with, like, 30%. Anyway, that's Other M. That's 69. Sorry. And now you can watch the whole game as a movie, which makes it a lot worse. What is gallery mode exactly? What do we got for galleries? Oh look, concept art. Look, it's Samus, looking like a generic anime woman. These other people that have names that I don't remember. Sorry, no, this is Adam. And then Anthony. Those three, I know those three, and then this guy doesn't even get color. And then the enemies, all the concept art, which is kind of cool. And then guns. And then I was not good enough to unlock these. Which they're just enemies, I can tell through the thing. I don't really care. Well. That's Other M. It's pretty stupid, as I said during the credits. And, like, it's just, they make a lot of really bad choices. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure, like, I want to go out of my way and say that Team Ninja did not have anything to do with the story, necessarily. Like, I don't think they were put in charge of that part of it. And, like, the writing and stuff. They were in charge of, like, the cutscenes and the gameplay and all that. And like I said, Team Ninja does good stuff. I like Team Ninja. I hate the story of Other M. A lot. I do think it's weird that Nintendo, of all companies, would pick Team Ninja to be in charge of their strong female character. It feels so against Team Ninja's design philosophy. It does. But, like, I'm not going to say that every Dead or Alive game was, a fantastic gameplay experience, or anything like that, but, like, the Ninja Gaiden games that they made, back in, like, the 2000s, were, like, hardcore action games, which I wanted to I wanted to be good at them. I am garbage at their games. Because, like, before this, they did, they were doing the Ninja Gaiden games and porting them to the PS3 and all that. So they were doing a lot of, like, port work and, like, later Dead or Alive games. The second beach volleyball. Like, they were not... By the time this game came out, like, they do good gameplay stuff, but, like, how they portray women was never great. And I think it's weird that they were like, hey, Team Ninja, would you like to make a Metroid game? That was, like, that's the choice that I seem is just weird. Take the guys in charge of Dead or Alive and give them our strongest female lead. But after that, after this game, they do much better. Like, they helped with Hyrule Warriors with, what is it, Megaforce? So, like, they were part of that. They did Neo, in 2017. So, like, I don't know what the Dead or Alive games are like. I just remember them from, like, the Xbox 360, the Xbox, Xbox 360 era. And I believe they did, was it Strangers in Paradise? Was that their doing too? Which is also really cool. And that's why I say smashy smashies, because it's from that game. When you give the girl a big hammer. But, like, they do good work. But it's just sort of, it was a weird choice in 2010 to make them in charge of a woman. They were getting in big trouble for their portrayal of women. Like, it was a big controversy because they kept giving him like giant tits and stuff, and generally not being okay with it. But that might have been one of their executives. One of their executives got like forcibly removed from the company. Don't quote me on that. This is really old news. We're going back 20 years. I'm trying to remember. Like, something happened. And I don't remember what. I'm gonna have to look it up now. They were, let's see, controversies for depiction of women, excessive violence in Ninja Gaiden 2, which is a very bloody game, to be fair. Sweden banned a Dead or Alive game for the characters appearing too young. Even though it was not, there was no objectionable content, so that was just a weird thing that Sweden and Australia did, because Australia's like that. They did a weird thing in EVO 2019. And that got it shut down? 2019 Team Ninja gained controversy due to a live stream of Dead or Alive 6 at EVO Japan 2019 featuring Gravor idols. I don't know how to pronounce that word. The live stream was forcibly shut down by the Evolution Championship Series. Wow. That's crazy. And then Rise of Ronin not releasing in South Korea. Okay, where did this go? Oh, right above it! Sorry, its own section! Split with Tomonobu Itagaki. Executive officer in June 2004. Well as a general manager in 2006, alongside his position as the head of Team Ninja. In 2007, due to a lawsuit regarding alleged sexual harassment, his manager roles would be revoked. He was later judged innocent by a Tokyo District Court, the lawsuit currently staying the relationship between Itagaki and Tecmo. On June 3rd, 2008, Itagaki announced that he would be leaving Tecmo and Team Ninja on July 1st, 2008, citing difficulties with the company. Yeah, that's the guy. I was like, they like kicked some guy out, but apparently, according to the court, he was innocent. Doesn't mean he was, but whatever. I'll crucify the guy. I don't know what he did after that. I've never heard his name again. But anyway, back to Other M. I think like I was saying during the credits, I think the gameplay of this game is very strong. Like, Team Ninja does really good gameplay stuff. I think they're really focused in on what makes a fun action game. And I believe one of the things they were told to do for this game specifically was that they were to make a fun action game using the Metroid property, but also kind of simplify it for Wii users, which are much more casual players than your average hardcore Metroid player. And I think that's a big reason why a lot of hardcore Metroid fans don't like it. It is very linear. It does not open up pretty much at all. I think it is missing some features of making it like an actual Metroid game and that feeling. But the other thing that I keep having to remind myself with Other M is that Metroid Prime was not the same people that made this game. Metroid Prime was a separate studio in Texas that made 3 of their own games, basically using their own canon. They were not told to fit it into the lore. They were not told blah, 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 blah. So, according to Sakamoto, the guy who's in charge of this one, I keep bragging on him. He's not the sole person making all the decisions, I'm sure. Metroid Prime is not canon. It was not canon when he made this, especially. So everything that happened in Metroid Prime doesn't exist. So the only thing that they had to go on with Other M was the first Metroid game, the second Metroid game, and Super Metroid. So I think a lot of the characterization of Samus that we have, while still there, is to a much lesser degree. So I think they tried to do something different. With the imagination of there being like a 15-year gap between games or something. Not 15 years. It was like Super Metroid would have been like, what, 97? I want to say. And this came out in 2010. So 13 years. So there's a 13-year gap where there was basically no Metroid game, according to the story. And I don't know who put the Metroid Prime games after the first Metroid. That's how it is in the wiki. But I don't know if they're actually considered canon by now. I think they've sold enough to be canon, but sure, whatever. I don't think the timeline's also that important. But the Samus we got in here, I think, differs a lot from the Samus that we saw in the first 3 games. And whoever wrote this stuff, again, from that video that was like, the localization really makes it much better narrative and changes everything. They really, really did Metroid Other M dirty. They didn't. If anything, it does kind of deepen the narrative slightly. Like, there's a bit more political intrigue going on that is not explained in the English version, and I'll give them that. I think it does. It makes it take like a baby step higher. If the story is like a 1 out of 10, then looking back at the Japanese version and what was changed might make it a 1.5 or a 2. It does not significantly change the narrative. It doesn't change the story beats. It doesn't change the plot holes. It doesn't change the stupid shit, just in general. And I think the narrative of Other M is by far the worst. I don't want to call it a character assassination of Samus, because I think Sakamoto has had a vision of Samus in his head for a long time that he couldn't portray due to technical limitations on an NES, a Game Boy, and a Super Nintendo. And we didn't get to see any of that until Fusion, where we now had, like, Samus talking to herself. But again, that doesn't take place until after this. So immediately after Other M, we go into Fusion, which is the other side of the Galactic Federation also doing secret Black Ops experiments with a different thing from the same planet that the Metroids were from, and it going all horribly wrong. And then Samus has to save a day again by listening to a Galactic Federation guy named Adam, except for this time it's an AI. It's weird how similar they are, being years apart, but we get what we get. And now I think Dread is after that. And if Dread is the same story beats, I'm just gonna stop playing Dread. I know it's gonna be a good game. I'd be pissed off. Anyway. This timeline is sure something. It is. I'm curious why they made Fusion and then decided to put this game before Fusion. I think that's weird. That's an odd choice, but I guess there was like a thing that someone wanted to explain, and they were like, let's do it. And by someone, I mean a very specific person. And like, again, I don't think the timeline is super important, just like with Zelda. I don't think the timeline is super important. It's a tool to help them figure out where things fit. Like, especially Zelda, where they have like the multiple timelines and stuff, so you can pull from visual styles from like different timelines and do this and this and this and this and this and whatever. And be like, I want to pull more from this game, I want to pull more from this game, so we're gonna fit it in this thing. And like, we have this. So it's like a tool for them to design stuff, but it's not like it's not law. Same thing with Metroid. Though every Metroid seems to go over the same shit multiple times. Anyway, we have less than an hour. So I don't know what I want to do for less than an hour. Let's see. The next games on the list, I think, are is it Samus Returns, I want to say? Let me check on that while I look for a thing. Because I'm pretty sure not the story chronology. The other M, Federation Force. Man, how cool would it be to play Federation Force? If it wasn't a co-op game, I would be all for it. If I could stream playing this stupid game with 3 of my friends, 2 of my friends, 3-player, 4-player? I don't know. That would be really funny. Could make that work with emulators. I would try it. I definitely would if I could get it to work on an emulator online. And it's 3DS, yeah. What's a soccer-based minigame known as Blast Ball? Oh god, I remember there being the thing where they were showing off the new Metroid game, and it was Federation Force, and they showed off Blast Ball rather than like the game itself, and everybody hated it. It doesn't actually tell me how many players it is. I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look into that and see if I can. Yeah, so Samus Returns is the next game. I do have AM2R. Did that ever get updated? It shouldn't have. It got fucking canned really quick. Oh yeah, apparently it got updated a bunch. Interesting. So I have the 1.0 release of AM2R. I grabbed it as soon as I heard it was out and was going to be wiped from the internet, basically. But I wonder if other people picked it up? So the latest version is 1.5.5. According to the Internet Archive, anyway. So I'll take it. And then I can get rid of this older version. Yeah, so there's some rebalancing stuff going on. Updated graphic. Okay, so yeah, it is worth grabbing this version. While that downloads really quickly, what am I... Okay, apparently Citra used to allow Federation Force to be played online. The servers have been shut down for the actual 3DS version, so that you can't do that anymore. But I wonder if newer, because Citra got canned as well. Citra's gone. What is it, Azahar now? I wonder if they can make it happen. Hey Z, you want to play Federation Force with me? Not right now, but like one day. Would you like to play Federation Force with me if we can get it to work? I guarantee the only other person I'd be able to convince is Gleam. Maybe. Okay. I don't know how easy it will be, but... What is... Forks of Citra. Which does not get updated anymore. Yeah, Azahar is the one that's the current Current winner. Okay. I'll look into that later. It would be a one-off stream unless we have fun. That's the only thing I would think of. Because it's not canon, everyone hates it, but I would love to play it. Much like, what is it, Triforce Heroes? I own Triforce Heroes. I've never played it. And Triforce Heroes actually does look fun. Oh my god. That's backwards. Oh, there we go, okay. Alright, let's close this. So the sad piano can stop. Yes, and that's going to get rid of game capture for a bit. And run that. Well, that's the world's smallest window. Can I make it full screen? There we go, full screen. Whoa! Hey, there we go. But yeah, if I can get it to work, I think seeing what Federation Force would be like would be fun. I make this quieter, Jesus Christ. There we go. Awesome. Control options. I'm just gonna see what it's like. 8-bit shader. No, absolutely not. Okay. Well, should we play it on hard mode? Do you think we should? No, let's not. Let's not do that. Let's not torture myself. Metroid, numerous incidents in the past have brought to light the highly destructive power of these life forms, spreading fear across all known planetary systems. They only exist on like one planet, though. The only reason they're a threat is because some dick was like, hey, we could use these as weapons. Peace in the galaxy. Exterminators of the Metroid species. I was the best candidate for the job. Some sort of bounty hunter that doesn't actually work for the Galactic Federation. And loading against the Metroid menace. Horrors await me within the depths of their home world. Okay, I'm not gonna play this very long. This is gonna be like a sneak preview, because I did not play AM2R. I did for the briefest of moments, and then I literally forgot about it in my hard drive until much later when I was moving things to an external, and I was like, I don't really want to get rid of it. But it seems to have been preserved in the Internet Archive, so I didn't need to keep it in the first place. To be fair, the internet has gotten much better about like preserving things in general, so I feel less inclined to do that. Boy, those explosions are a lot of frames. Was this made in Game Maker? Or not, definitely not RPG Maker. This has given me really strong like Game Maker vibes. Game Maker, hey, wow, I can just feel Game Maker when I see it. Absolutely no shame to Game Maker, though. Game Maker is actually pretty good software for what it is. I actually think Game Maker is a little more versatile than RPG Maker. I think RPG Maker games end up looking exactly the same all the time. Pretty good soundtrack, too. Okay, not this way. Don't jump into the orange juice. The track being, like, really synthy sounding is kind of funny, but, like, it works. I feel like this is going to be more of a direct kind of remake, where we're just playing... We're just playing Metroid Prime 2 again. So I'm not expecting a lot. If I don't finish AM2R, I will not be upset. But I did want to... Because it was... When this came out, it was huge. Like, it was over, like, every news site. Everyone was talking about it. I don't remember a lot of videos on it. But, like, God, date myself. The forums that I was on talked about it a lot. And it kept coming up. So I've always been interested. And then... I think that's how actually we found out, a lot of fans found out about Samus Returns. Because when when AM2R got its letter, its cease and desist letter, the speculation was that they were going to do it themselves. Because usually they don't... Nintendo doesn't actually litigate that much. People think they do, because when they do, it's usually like really high profile stuff. Ow. And it's usually to, like, obviously to protect their IP. But there are thousands and thousands of games that they don't go after. Oh, hey, it's vibrating. But I think, like, they usually go after games that are, like, way too close to, something they're doing, or, like, if you're gonna make a Pokemon porn game and it starts getting popular, they're gonna take that down because they don't want their IPs associated with, like, bad stuff, you know? So that doesn't really fit the image of the IP. Not that those things don't exist, but Nintendo would rather you not know about it. So the speculation with this one was when it was taken down, the speculation was that, oh, hey, maybe Nintendo was doing their own remake, and then sure enough, they were. I can see why Nintendo would be upset. Like, this is pretty good. I wish something was the same. Well, like, a lot of people like to talk about a lot of the Pokemon games that get taken down by Nintendo. Like Prism and Uranium. I think Uranium is gone now. But, like, those were huge games that were getting really popular, and I think there is an argument, not that anyone really fall for that, but, like, legally speaking, it's like one of those things where they don't want people confusing your game with their game. How do I... Oh, okay, I figured out how to aim down. So, like, legally speaking, there is a possibility for that kind of confusion. So, I see why they would, especially really good fan games, kind of get more, kind of get litigated, you know? I know I don't actually own a video game company, it does get a little more complicated than that too. The same thing with like, remember with Bethesda when they were suing Mojang for trolls? And like the dumbest sounding lawsuit in the fucking world. So there's a thing where if you don't protect your IP, you can't protect your IP anymore. So if someone wants to make a game that infringes on what you're making, and like they make it almost exactly, just a complete ripoff, and you don't put them in court for it, then everyone else can just kind of do whatever they want because like, hey, you didn't stop it last time. Allegedly, I'm obviously not a lawyer or a legal expert, but that is how it was explained to me several times. So sometimes companies litigate fan games because they have to, for better or for worse. But I know I don't own a big company or really make my own video games, but like, I think in a perfect world that we obviously don't live in, I would love to see fan games not be like litigated into oblivion. But at the same time, I think if fan games were kind of unregulated, it would be a disaster. I could imagine it being a very terrible state of the world. But for me, I'm like, as long as you're not making money off of it, I don't care. I see a fan game as like a show that someone likes what I've done. And I'm cool with that. But the only thing that I would be concerned about is if I had a differing vision from someone who made a fan game, but the fan game was way more popular than my game. Because then what the fan game did should be what I should be doing, because that's what everyone wants, but like I don't want to do that. And that's how I would cause a lot of problems. Oh my god, I can skip the missile tank? That's the little scene telling me. That's so cool. But yeah, it is complicated. There's no denying that it's not complicated. But I see fan games a lot like fan fiction, where a lot of them are kind of bad, but fan games give you that jumping off point, just like fan fiction does for becoming a writer, becoming a game designer, where you don't have to think about all those complicated things that game dev leads to, you know? I don't remember that being in the original. Okay. That's different. It's also a good way to, yeah, it's like free publicity. And I'm also one of those people that thinks having more people making games is better. It's a complicated, nuanced opinion, because obviously, with how many games keep coming out, there might be too many of them, but I don't think anyone should be barred from the profession. And I think it's only good to have more people experienced making games, because it only makes the industry better. Charge beam! Ow. I did that to myself. Okay, AM2R is pretty good. I think everyone already knew that, but it is very weird seeing all the extra, like, graphic stuff. Like, in a regular Metroid game, I feel like this would just blow up, and it wouldn't, like, spew chunks. But the chunks being, like, really detailed and really high frame rate is throwing me. Like, is that the explosion? Because I don't feel like Samus is 60 frames. But, like, the junk and the explosions are. That's really funny. I don't know. To me, that's how you can tell something is really a fan game. It's that sort of... those considerations not being taken, which, like, are small. It's absolutely a nitpick, but it is just really funny to me. Like, it throws me off. Really funny. Okay. Look, a Metroid. I'm saving my game, but I guarantee you when I start playing this tomorrow, probably, I am going to delete my save and start over. Can I hurt you at all? No? Okay, well, carry on. You're not doing anything to me, so... What the fuck was that? I can charge my... and then go into Morph Ball mode and launch a bunch of bombs. That's so cool. Okay, that hurts. I don't think that's something I could do in the Game Boy version. Huh. Spider Ball! That's pretty cool, though, the being able to... being able to launch a bunch of bombs. Okay. I'm into this. There's apparently another upgrade down there somewhere. Right? No, okay. That's just telling me that there's a big upgrade. Got it. Whoops. Firing missiles. Okay, I'm gonna kill the next Metroid, and then I'm probably gonna just stop early. I needed to know if I was gonna have an okay time with AM2R, and I think I am. I think it's actually gonna be a fun time. Oh, these are not... not solid, okay. Oh, I only had to shoot them once. Okay, I thought I had to, like, charge them up. It is kind of cool, like, we are getting, like, a mildly different experience. Like a kind of almost a fleshed out version of Metroid 2. I think so many upgrades that I'm gonna have to get again. And having like a larger view distance is kind of neat. But having the levels be meant for Game Boy screens, there's a lot of big empty space. And this leads back to here, which I've already been. Been to all of these places. I didn't fight a Metroid, though. Where's the Metroid? I guess I have other places I can go now. Oh, I go down, right. That's important. It just made a little clown noise. Worth it. No, okay. That's gonna be like a way back. And we're not gonna have that problem where they just kind of don't exist off the Game Boy screen, but they're kind of mimicking it a little bit. Neat. Okay. I'm running back, like, when I save my game, like, I'm not gonna delete it, but I feel weird not saving my game before I stop. So, we're gonna do that anyway. And, you know, pads for time. Yeah, so we'll do AM2R first, and we'll see, the official Samus Returns, which has a parry in it. And plays very differently. I only played it for like 5 minutes, but... So, yeah. I'm so glad to be done with Other M. Going out of your way to save. A guy that likes to pad for time because I still have 20 minutes. I want to move forward, so I don't save, but I'm trying to pad for time. I'll go back and save. I'm a complicated person, okay? Yeah, I'm glad to be done with Other M. Definitely a low point. Especially after, like, Metroid Prime 3 was pretty good, and then going into Other M, I'm like, ugh. But, let me see. What else do we have? Hunters was fun. That's the one I was playing before that. Hunters is better than Other M. I'm gonna say that entirely controversial statement. That Metroid Prime Hunters is a better game than Metroid. That's, on a technical level, not true, but I had more fun with Hunters than I had dealing with the story of Other M. Then after Samus Returns is Metroid Dread, which I need to buy. And then who knows when Metroid Prime 4 is coming out. So, we're almost done. We got 3 more Metroid games to go through. And I mean, that's cool. So, whew. Anyway, so tomorrow we're gonna come back to AM2R. I'm gonna start over. This isn't gonna be like a separate video. I'm not gonna cut out and put up a fucking 20-minute YouTube video of me playing this game for the shortest amount of time. I just want to see what it was like. So we're gonna start over tomorrow. I don't know what's happening Saturday. We're kind of on the fence because we had a lot of fun with Faz, but I don't know. We haven't actually played Grounded at all. We're getting into that. I don't ever want to watch the last episode of a TV show because if I watch the last episode or I read the last chapter of this book, it'll be over, and then I have to be depressed because nothing will fill the void in my heart with it being gone, kind of with Grounded. And LB's been really busy cleaning and stuff. So, not necessarily that exactly, but it feels that way. Because we're like near the end of the game. We just stopped playing. But she's been cleaning. God, it feels like forever now, like all eternity. But she's almost done. So, who knows what's happening on Saturday? So expect one of those. And then we'll see. And then we'll be back to this on Monday, probably, depending on how fast I go through this game. 2 is not very long. So we'll see. But either way, thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for suffering Other M with me. and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care and good night.